Hey there, friends. Welcome to The Shining, a Tarot Journey. In this video, we will break down Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece, The Shining, with tarot cards. I'm Metaphysical Mia33, your tarot-loving guide for this eerie trip, and I'm excited to explore this film with you. The Shining is more than a movie to me. It's like a maze of secrets that I've gotten lost in several times. I'm that weirdo. Yep, that's me. I'm the one who pauses scenes to catch every sneaky shadow flicker and who knows Jack's creepy typewriter pages as if it's my tarot journal. Tarot's my passion. It's how I see the world, with each moment turning into a magical card. Trust me, The Shining needs a tarot deconstruction, and I'm here to use my skills to show its darkest secrets. Let's get started. Stanley Kubrick was a perfectionist when making The Shining. He filmed some scenes, like one where Wendy swings a bat at Jack over 120 times to get it perfect. Shelley Duvall, who plays Wendy, said in interviews the filming stress was so tough that she'd cry for hours on some days. Kubrick wanted real feelings, and he got them. Watch for the number 42. It shows up a lot, like on Danny's shirt and the license plates. Some fans think it's Kubrick's hint at 1942, a key year in World War II, connecting to the film's idea of history repeating. The release date of The Shining, May 23, 1980, might be a hidden clue. In numerology, it adds up to 28, which some fans link to cycles of destruction, like the hotel's endless loop of violence. I can't show clips from The Shining. Licensing rules block the visuals, but I'll make each scene come alive with words, so you'll feel the icy air and hear the Overlook's eerie whispers. I promise. The studios are strict about protecting their film, and fair use has limits, so I'll share the story my way to avoid legal issues. I'll bring every detail to life, making each moment real in your mind. No clips needed. A quick note, friends, due to YouTube policies, I'll swap words like B-L-O-O-D with other terms to keep things safe. The Overlook Hotel isn't real, it's a mix of places. The outside shots are from the Timberline Lodge in Oregon, while the insides were built on a soundstage in England, inspired by the Ahwahnee Hotel in Yosemite. Kubrick had his team take thousands of photos of the Ahwahnee to get every detail right, down to the creepy carpet patterns. The Timberline Lodge asked Kubrick not to use their real room number 217 from Stephen King's book. They were worried guests wouldn't stay there, so he changed it to 237, a room that doesn't exist there, adding to the mystery. Some believe the Overlook's design has impossible layouts, like hallways going nowhere and windows that shouldn't exist, because Kubrick wanted the hotel to feel like a living maze, trapping its victims in a nightmare. Others think the outside shots at the Timberline Lodge show isolation, with the snowy mountains reflecting the family's emotional and physical distance from the world. Let's start where the movie begins. Picture a yellow VW Beetle driving through a beautiful mountain area, snow on the peaks, tall pines reaching for the gray sky, the narrow road twisting like a snake. The air's fresh, pine needles in the breeze, tires crunching on snow, the huge wilderness stretching far, pretty but eerie, with far-off peaks standing like silent guards over the tiny car, the sky ready for more snow. The camera zooms down, making the car look small, like a toy in a big landscape. Inside, Jack Torrance grips the steering wheel tight, hands pale, his face serious. Jack's a writer and former drinker, taking the caretaker job at the Overlook to escape his struggles, anger, failure, a tough past. But the hotel's ready to turn him into its dark plaything. Fun fact, Jack Nicholson ad-libbed lines, including the "Here's Johnny" moment later, using his own anger to make Jack's madness feel real. He said in an interview that his own tough times helped him connect with the role. Some believe Jack's stuck in a time loop, always returning to the Overlook, as the 1921 photo at the end shows him trapped in its past. Others think he's a reincarnation of a past caretaker, doomed to repeat a violent cycle, the hotel using his struggles to keep the loop going. The axe Jack uses later is a real firefighter's axe chosen for its scary look. Some see it as a symbol of destruction tied to the hotel's violent history. Wendy's admiring the view. "Look at those mountains, aren't they gorgeous?" But her voice shakes like she's trying to stay cheerful but feels unsure. Picture Danny alone in a grimy hotel bathroom, his pale, worried face staring back from a dirty mirror, sensing something bad coming. It's creepy, a peek at the Overlook's dark core, hiding all its evil secrets. Danny's shaking, his hands trembling. He's just a kid trapped in a nightmare he didn't choose. His eyes are wide with fear. Did you know Danny Lloyd was only 6 when they filmed this, and he didn't even know it was a horror movie? Kubrick kept it a secret, saying it was just a family drama in a hotel. Lloyd didn't see the full Shining until he was 17. That's 11 years later. He told The Guardian he liked filming and looks back fondly, only later realizing the creepy stuff, like this red body fluid wave, was part of a horror classic. Fun fact, the red body fluid elevator scene took over a year to get right. Kubrick used water, red food coloring, and other liquids, needing 3 takes since the first 2 weren't red enough. Some fans think the red body fluid shows violence against Native Americans, the hotel spilling guilt from its past, built on a burial ground we'll hear about later. Others believe the elevator is a portal to the hotel's dark heart, the red body fluid showing all the lives it's taken, a warning of what's coming. The bathroom mirror has a small crack in the corner. Some fans think it hints at the hotel's broken reality, cracking as Danny's visions get stronger. The elevator's modern look contrasts with the hotel's old style, suggesting its evil lasts through all times. What tarot cards fit this scary moment? For Danny, it's the 9 of Swords, which represents fear. A person sitting up in bed, hands on their face, 9 swords above, like they're stuck in a bad dream. Danny's like this card, scared, his nightmares coming true, the hotel's secrets filling his mind. For the hotel, it's the moon, fear and confusion, a moonlit path with a wolf howling, shadows in the water, like a dream where nothing makes sense. The Overlook's like this card, hiding its dark secrets. This is Danny's first look at the hotel's darkness. The tarot shows his fear and the hotel's hidden truths. Have you ever had a bad feeling that came true? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Let's move to Jack in a bright office, facing Stuart Ullman, the hotel manager. Ullman has a salesman grin, his suit neat, but he feels off, like he's selling a car that doesn't work. His tie's too tight, his smile not reaching his cold eyes. He talks about deadly secrets and burial grounds like it's nothing, his voice smooth but hard to trust. Did you know that Barry Nelson, the actor who played Ullman, was the first to play James Bond on screen in a 1954 TV episode of Casino Royale? Way before Sean Connery. The bright window behind Ullman doesn't make sense. Sunlight shouldn't reach deep inside the hotel. Some fans think Kubrick did this to show the Overlook bending reality. The Overlook's fancy look and Ullman's calm talk about its dark past, like the burial ground, might show things can look perfect but hide chaos underneath. Maybe meaning the Overlook is cursed, built on haunted land with past spirits stirring up bad energy. Some see the Overlook as a place that looks nice but hides a grim history of secrets. Ullman's desk is a real vintage 1920s piece, fitting the hotel's vintage style, but some fans think that the papers on his desk might have hidden messages if you look close. Ullman's tight tie might show the hotel's control, like he's already under its influence, setting Jack up to fail. That strange shadow in the corner could be a ghost of a past caretaker, watching Jack to see if he'll repeat the same violent path. In tarot, Ullman's cards reveal his true nature. First, he's the Hierophant, rules and tradition, a priest in robes, sitting between 2 pillars, holding a staff, keeping things in line. Ullman fits this as the perfect boss, following the hotel's script. But he's also King of Pentacles reversed, greed and tricks, a king with gold coins but flipped, his coins falling out, showing he's not what he seems. Ullman's sneaky, pushing this job on Jack with a greedy smirk, knowing the hotel's dark secrets, but not caring. For the Overlook, it's the moon, fear and confusion, a moonlit path with a wolf howling, shadows in the water, like a dream where nothing makes sense. The Overlook hides its dark secrets, making everything feel mixed up. This moment feels like Jack making a deal with the devil, with the tarot showing the rules, the tricks, and the hidden chaos. Have you ever met someone who seemed nice but gave you bad vibes? Now let's meet Dick Hallorann, the Overlook's cook, in the hotel's big kitchen, all shiny with pots and pans, the air smelling like yummy food. Hallorann's showing Danny around, his smile warm, his voice kind. When he stops and looks at Danny real serious, "You got a special gift, don't you?" His eyes knowing. He tells Danny about the shining, a telepathic way they can talk with their minds, but warns him to stay away from room 237, his face all worried. Some fans think Hallorann's shining shows the hotel's good side, a light in the dark. Others believe he's like a guardian, trying to keep Danny safe from the hotel's bad stuff. What tarot card fits this moment? For Hallorann, it's the High Priestess, knowing things deep down, a lady between two pillars, a moon at her feet, holding a secret scroll. Hallorann's like this card, sharing hidden truths with Danny, guiding him with his intuitive gift. This moment's a big warning, and the tarot's showing us Hallorann's wise help. Have you ever met someone who knew something special, like Hallorann? After Hallorann's warning, Wendy and Danny explore the Overlook, hoping for a new start. They're in the big lobby, gold carpets shining, large windows letting in pale light, a huge fireplace with crackling flames casting shadows on the walls. They run outside to the hedge maze, its tall green walls, like a giant puzzle with winding paths. Light snow falls, sparkling like diamonds. They giggle, racing around, breath puffing out in white clouds. The cold air stings their cheeks, snowflakes catching in Danny's hair, their footsteps crunching, mixing with the far-off howl of the wind. The maze feels magical yet creepy, with tall hedges standing like silent guards. Jack watches from a window above, his smile fading into something empty, as if the hotel's cold grip is taking hold. Wendy tries to sound cheerful, but the air feels heavy with a chill that's more than just the weather. Fun fact, the hedge maze wasn't at the Timberline Lodge. It was built on a soundstage in England, taking weeks to make. The map of the maze Jack sees later doesn't match the real layout. Some fans think Kubrick did this to show the hotel's impossible design, bending space and time, maybe a symbol of a minotaur labyrinth, with Jack as the monster and Danny as the hero escaping. Its changing layout in different shots could show the hotel's strange power, twisting space and time to trap its victims. The lobby's chandelier is a real 1920s piece, chosen for the Overlook's vintage, fancy look. But some fans think its golden glow hints at the hotel's false promise of safety. The fireplace might be a portal to the hotel's dark energy, its flames casting shadows that hint at hidden ghosts. Danny's shoes, with bright red laces matching his tricycle, might hint at the danger he'll face in the maze later. The light snow falling could show the hotel's cold, harsh nature, slowly covering the family in its icy grip. What tarot cards fit this moment? For the family, it's the 10 of Cups. Family happiness, a loving family under a rainbow with 10 cups full of joy. The Torrances are like this card, sharing a rare, happy moment, feeling close before the darkness comes. For Wendy, it's the Empress, love, a kind woman in a flowery field, a crown of stars on her head, full of warmth. Wendy's like this card, the mom keeping Danny safe, holding them together with her heart. Then the 10 of Cups reversed. Family trouble, happiness falling apart. The Torrances are like this card, with their family bond breaking. And the moon for the maze, confusion, a moonlit path with a wolf howling, shadows in the water, like a dream where nothing makes sense. The maze is like this card, a tricky trap, hiding danger, ready to catch them. This moment's a short happy time, about to end, with the tarot showing the light and the hidden shadows beneath. Fast forward a month. The Overlook so quiet, like it's holding its breath, ready to scare you. Danny's riding his tricycle down a long, empty hall, the wheels humming on the red and gold carpet, the walls stretching on with creepy patterns. The air feels old, flickering lights casting jagged shadows, making the hall feel like a tunnel to nowhere. He turns a corner and bam! The Grady twins are there, standing still in matching blue dresses, their pale faces blank, their cold eyes staring at him. They speak together. "Come play with us, Danny, forever and ever." Their voices echoing one another. Then he sees a flash images of axes, more red body fluid like he saw before, their broken bodies sprawled in the hall, a scary image burned into Danny's mind. Danny shuts his eyes tight, hands shaking, but later he's in a trance, writing red rum on a door with red lipstick, his shining screaming M-U-R-D-E-R backwards, a big warning he can't ignore. The red rum Danny writes on the door is shown later in a mirror. Kubrick used a real mirror to film that shot, making the word M-U-R-D-E-R appear naturally, a smart trick to show the hotel's twisted reality. Some think the twins' blue dresses show two sides of the hotel, its shiny outside and its dark, violent inside. Others believe the red rum Danny writes is more than M-U-R-D-E-R backwards. It might hint at the hotel's time loop, with the reversed words showing the past and future mixing in the Overlook's strange reality. Danny's tricycle is a real 1970s model, chosen for its bright red color to stand out. But some fans think its round wheels might show the endless cycles of violence in the Overlook. The red lipstick Danny uses to write red rum might be a clue to the hotel's dark red history, tying into the red body fluid elevator vision he had earlier. The twins' pale blue dresses were chosen to match the hotel's cold, ghostly vibe, but some fans think the blue might also show sadness, reflecting the sad fate of the Grady family. The hallway's shadows might hint at the hotel's other ghosts, watching Danny as he meets the twins. What tarot cards fit this creepy moment? For the family, it's 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out and alone, 2 people walking in the snow, cold and sad, with a warm window above they can't reach. The Torrances are like this card, stuck in the hotel, cut off from the world, feeling lonely and scared. For Danny, it's the 7 of Cups. Seeing illusions, a person facing many confusing choices, Danny's like this card, lost in his visions, struggling to know what's real. And the Star, hope, a lady pouring water by a stream, stars shining above, a light after a storm. Danny's like this card, his shining a small light keeping him strong. For the Overlook, it's the Devil, being trapped by bad things, a big devil with horns, 2 people chained at his feet, flames around. The Overlook's like this card, grabbing the family tight, feeding on their fear, making them feel stuck. For the twins, it's the 2 of Cups reversed, a broken bond, 2 people tied in a bad way. Their creepy closeness comes from their scary death. And the Tower, big sudden trouble, a tall tower hit by lightning, people falling as it burns. The twins' red vision is like this card, a warning of the hotel's danger, like a loud alarm. This moment's a big warning. The scary stuff starting to show, with the tarot revealing loneliness, secrets, danger, and a bit of hope. Have you ever had a moment that felt really creepy, like a warning? While Danny's visions get darker, Jack feels the hotel pulling him into its creepy past at the Gold Room Bar. Jack's at the Gold Room Bar alone, or so he thinks. The place is empty, with shiny wood and dim lights, a quiet that gives you chills, gold walls glowing like a spooky sunset. Then Lloyd appears out of nowhere, a ghostly bartender with a sly smile, his black suit neat, his eyes cold, like he knows something Jack doesn't. "Your money's no good here," Lloyd says, pouring Jack a drink, the amber liquid shining in the glass like it holds a secret. Jack drinks it fast, his eyes shining like he's tasting freedom, or maybe poison, his fingers tapping the bar nervously like he's on edge. The hotel's whispering to him now, pulling strings he can't see. The Gold Room set was made to look like a real 1920s ballroom inspired by the Biltmore Hotel in Arizona, with gold decor that feels fancy but creepy. Lloyd's name might be a nod to Lloyd's of London, an insurance company. Some fans think it hints that Jack's deal with the hotel is like signing a contract with the devil. Some believe the alcohol Jack drinks isn't real. It's the hotel tempting him, like a ghost of his past addiction, pulling him deeper into its control. Others think that the bar's golden glow might be a symbol of false hope, luring Jack into the hotel's trap with the promise of a good time. The glass Jack drinks from is a real 1920s cocktail glass, chosen to match the Gold Room's vintage style. The Gold Room might be a portal to the hotel's past, with its 1920s decor pulling Jack into the same time as the 1921 photo we'll see at the end. The bar counter's polished wood shows the Gold Room's fancy look, but some fans think the faint scratches on it might hint at the hotel's violent past. The shadows in the Gold Room might be a hint at the hotel's other ghosts, watching Jack as he makes his deal with Lloyd. Some think the Calumet baking powder cans we saw earlier in the pantry tie into this scene as a symbol of broken peace, showing how the hotel's past is catching up with Jack. The perfect tarot card for this scene is the devil, being trapped by bad things. A big devil with horns. Two people chained at his feet, flames around, all about control and temptation. Jack's like this card. The hotel's luring him with drinks and power, trapping him in its evil plan, like he's stuck with no way out. This moment's Jack's first big step into the dark. The tarot shows temptation has him hooked. Have you ever felt tempted by something you knew was wrong? Jack follows Grady into the bathroom, a yellow stain on his jacket from the martini Grady spilled on him in the Gold Room. Grady, in a waiter's suit, hands Jack a napkin, his eyes cold and unblinking. Tarot's devil card fits him, tempting Jack with the hotel's dark control after unaliving his twin girls with a hatchet. "I corrected them, sir, and when my wife tried to prevent me from doing my duty, I corrected her," Grady says, voice low. Jack grips the napkin as the hotel's whispers grow louder. Now let's follow Danny to room 237, the door creaking open like a warning, a sound that makes your heart race, echoing down the empty hall. Inside, it's dim and old, faded curtains hanging like spider webs, a lumpy bed with a scratchy green blanket, a vibe that says, "Get out now." The air thick with dust and a moldy smell. A young woman steps out of the bathroom, pretty, with water dripping down her pale skin, her smile soft as she moves toward Danny. But then she turns into a hag, her skin rotting, turning green and slimy, her laugh loud and scary as she grabs for him, her bony hands reaching out, her teeth yellow and sharp. Danny runs, his heart pounding, fear burning inside him, the hotel's true face showing its ugly side, like a mask falling to reveal a monster. The transformation scene used real effects, with prosthetics and makeup to turn actress Leah Beldam into the hag. It took hours to apply, because Kubrick wanted it to look as gross as possible. The green dress the woman wears before transforming matches the green bathroom tiles. Some fans think Kubrick did this to show the room itself is alive, changing with her. That room number, 237, is a mystery. In Stephen King's book, it was 217, but Kubrick changed it to 237. Why? Some think it's Kubrick hinting at the moon landing hoax, 237 miles to the moon, tying to space stuff. Danny's Apollo 11 sweater makes it weirder. Maybe the hotel's fake world is breaking apart, like a pretend moon landing. Others say 237 adds up to 12 in numerology, and 12 means cycles, like the hotel's endless loop of bad stuff, trapping people forever. Some believe room 237 is a secret hint that the Overlook is a hellmouth, a portal to hell, with the burial ground opening a door to evil, and this room as its heart, pulling Danny in to test his shining. The bathroom tile's sickly green color matches the hag's rotting skin, but some fans think the green might also show sickness, tying into the hotel's corrupt core. The room's layout, with its odd angles and impossible shadows, might be another example of the hotel's impossible geometry designed to confuse and trap its victims. The bed's scratchy green blanket was chosen to match the room's eerie vibe, but some fans think its worn texture might hint at the hotel's long history of decay. The faded curtains might be a symbol of the hotel's web of lies, trapping Danny in its deceitful grip. In tarot for Danny, it's the hanged man, giving up something to learn a truth. A guy hanging upside down from a tree, a glow around his head, looking calm even though he's stuck. Danny's like this card, giving up his kid innocence to see the hotel's scary truth, flipped upside down by what he's seen, learning a hard lesson that changes him forever. This moment's Danny's big turning point, and the tarot's showing us his brave, scary change. Back in the hotel's lounge, Wendy's about to uncover a scary truth about Jack's unraveling mind, showing how far the Overlook's grip has taken him. Wendy creeps into the lounge, her footsteps soft on the creaky wooden floor, the air heavy with a dusty smell. Jack's typewriter sits there like a dark storm waiting to strike, its black keys shiny under the dim lamp, papers scattered around it. That typewriter is a real Adler model, and Kubrick chose it for its ominous look. The typewriter changes color later, from gray to blue. Some fans think it's Kubrick showing Jack's mental shift, or maybe the hotel messing with reality. The phrase, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, isn't just random. Kubrick typed different versions of it in every language for the international releases, like Italian and German, to mess with viewers worldwide. Others say the endless typing is a metaphor for Kubrick's own perfectionism, since he was known for doing hundreds of takes to get a scene just right. Some think the typewriter might be possessed by the hotel, pushing Jack deeper into madness with every keystroke. The lamp on Jack's desk is a real 1920s piece, chosen to match the hotel's vintage vibe, but some fans think its dim light might symbolize the fading of Jack's sanity. The lounge's shadows might be a hint at the hotel's ghostly inhabitants watching Wendy as she uncovers Jack's madness. The papers scattered around the typewriter were typed by Kubrick himself, but some fans think the uneven spacing might be a hidden code revealing the hotel's secrets. The lounge's chilly temperature might be a sign of the hotel's ghostly presence, cooling the room as Jack's madness takes over. She flips through his pages, her fingers trembling, her face pale, her hazel eyes wide with fear. Every sheet's the same. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, typed over and over in endless loops, the words screaming madness. The silence is heavy, just the sound of paper rustling in her shaky breaths, her heart pounding. It's not a book. It's Jack's mind, broken and messy, right there on the page. In tarot for Wendy, it's 3 of swords feeling really hurt, 3 swords stabbing a big red heart with rain falling in a gray sky. Wendy's like this card, her heartbreak seeing Jack's madness, a sharp pain of losing him, a wound that's hard to heal. For Jack, it's 8 of swords feeling trapped, a person blindfolded and tied up, surrounded by 8 swords. Jack's like this card, trapped in his own mind, stuck in the hotel's grip, unable to break free. And the tower, big, sudden chaos, a tall tower struck by lightning, people falling as it burns. Jack's mind is like this tower, crumbling fast, a fiery wreck we can't look away from. This moment's a big warning, the scary stuff hitting hard, and the tarot's showing us the pain, the trap, and the chaos. Have you ever found out something that shocked you to your core? With Jack's madness fully unleashed, Danny must use his wits to escape his father in a heart-pounding chase through the snowy maze. Picture Danny running through the snowy night, leading Jack into the hedge maze to escape his father's madness, the icy wind howling around them. The maze's tall hedges loom like a frozen fortress, the moonlight casting eerie shadows. Danny's heart is pounding, but he's smart. He steps backward in his own footprints, tricking Jack into thinking he's gone a different way, hiding behind a hedge, holding his breath to stay silent. In tarot, this is the Seven of Swords, being clever and sneaky, a person taking swords while others don't notice. Danny's like this card, using his wits to outsmart Jack. Jack stumbles through the maze, his axe dragging in the snow, his voice a low, chilling growl. "I'm gonna get you, Danny," in a creepy tone, his eyes wild with rage, the hotel's evil fully taking over as he hunts his own son. The maze chase scene was filmed on a soundstage with fake snow, and the crew kept the set at freezing temperatures to make the actors' breath visible. Danny Lloyd and Jack Nicholson were really shivering during those shots. The axe Jack carries is the same one he used to break down the door earlier. Kubrick wanted it to be a constant reminder of his descent into violence. Some think Danny's trick of stepping backward in his footprints might be a symbol of reversing time, hinting at the hotel's time loop, where the past and present collide. Others believe the maze might be a metaphor for the human mind, with Danny navigating its twists to escape Jack's madness, while Jack gets lost in his own mental labyrinth. Danny's jacket, with its bright red color, was chosen to make him stand out against the snowy maze, but some fans think the red might symbolize the red body fluid and danger he's trying to escape. The howling wind in the maze might be the voices of the hotel's past victims, urging Danny to escape while warning Jack of his doomed fate. In tarot, for Danny, it's the Page of Wands, quick thinking and bravery, a young person holding a wand ready for action. Danny's like this card, using his cleverness to outsmart Jack, staying brave even in the face of danger. For Jack, it's the Emperor reversed, losing control, a king flipped upside down, his authority gone. Jack's like this card, completely lost it, the hotel's influence turning him into a monster who can't stop himself. And for the maze, it's the moon again, confusion, a moonlit path with a wolf howling, shadows in the water. The maze is like this card, a dangerous trap that confuses Jack while Danny finds a way out. This moment's a heart-pounding race for survival, and the tarot's showing us Danny's smarts, Jack's chaos, and the maze's deadly trap. Have you ever had to outsmart someone to get out of a tough spot? Wendy and Danny stumble out of the hedge maze, breath fogging in the icy air, the Overlook looming behind them. They spot Hallorann's snowmobile, engines still warm from his arrival, too late to save him from Jack's axe. Wendy starts it up, Danny clinging to her, and they speed off through the snow, leaving the hotel's evil grip behind. Tarot's Chariot card shines here, victory and escape, driving them to freedom. And that's our journey through The Shining. Tarot cards helped us uncover its creepy secrets. From Danny's shining to Jack's dark fall, the Overlook's eerie grip kept us on edge the whole way. The tarot showed us fear, chaos, and a bit of hope in this haunting tale. What's your favorite moment from The Shining? Or which tarot card do you connect with most? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for joining me on this spooky adventure. See you next time for more mystical fun. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live or drop a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, remember to keep an open mind. Stay positive, stay curious, and stay connected.